Hi, Crafty Planner. Welcome to my channel. I'm Tina. Today, I am going to be sharing with you my social media planner. Now, I recently did a video sharing with you how I've been using all of my planners so far for 2020. And this planner, I decided to do a separate video. So this video is going to include a complete flip through of the planner. I'm going to show you everything I have in here. Then I'm also going to do a flip through of how it has been working out for me for this year. And then I'm going to set up for July and share with you exactly how I do that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so now this planner, you're not going to recognize because this is actually a custom planner cover that I made for myself. I found this paper and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I went ahead and I laminated it. It's a pretty thick laminate. It's very comparable to the actual covers of the Happy Planner. I did use the Happy Planner punch to create the holes here, and it was really hard. The Happy Planner punch is great, works wonderfully. It just doesn't handle really thick things very well. So it definitely took some muscle for me to get this punched, and I'm really happy that I was able to do that because I absolutely love the way it turned out. I added this sticker on the inside here, so it's actually laminated under the cover, and it says, "She turned her cans into cans and dreams into plans." And then they came out with these beautiful purple metal discs, and I switched this out at some point when these came out, and I put them on there. So I just want to get started with going through everything that is in this planner. And as you can see, purple is my favorite color. If you are a subscriber to my channel, then you probably already know that. And then this dashboard here is from the Happy Planner. And I'm so sorry, there's probably a lot of glare, but this one says Plan Your Dreams, and it has this really beautiful hollow foil on here, and I really, really love it. I just use it as just something pretty to open my planner up to. I did cut this purple cardstock, like a light lavender really, to place behind it, and then that way I'm able to see it more clearly and it just really pops better. Now this dashboard I created, just have some pictures here of myself and my husband on our wedding day. And then this right here is a tab that I took from a Wrong Happy Notes. So in this tab here, I have this envelope, which I recently just added this to my planner. I don't have it labeled, but it's just extra paper that I have in here. I'm gonna go back to what is in this little envelope in a little bit as I go through the planner here. So the pages that I'm using for this planner come from this one right here, and that's the Paint Splash planner. What I have done with the old covers is I've created a storage area for myself. So I keep my old pages from my social media planner in here. It sits on my craft cart. I have quite a few planners on there, and I add these little tags on there, and then that way I know exactly what the planner is. I have kept 6 months of the planner in here at a time. I will be putting those into this planner and switching this out once I complete June. So this one right here, July, is what I will be setting up with you today. All right, so I am actually going to skip ahead past how I've already been planning in the planner. I'm gonna go back to that, but I just wanted to skip ahead a little bit and just kind of do the review of everything that's in here. So this next part of the planner, this is another dashboard that I created. I repurposed an old tab that I had, and then I laminated this again and of course punched that. So this is a dashboard that I got from the Happy Planner. The dashboards, generally you can get them from the different collections. They usually have 3 dashboards in a pack, and this one says it's a plan. And I just really have things in here that are sort of I'm working on them now. I recently had a giveaway, so I had done, jotted some notes on what I was going to be giving away, what I needed to do with it. And then this next tab is a Get It Done, and this is a dashboard from the Wrong collection. All the shoes are so cute. And these are some pages that I actually created when I first made this planner, and they're project pages that I just kind of redid and added some stickers, and there's a YouTube here, and I do have like different notes and things like that that I refer back to. There's an Instagram, and there's a Facebook. And I do have Facebook page, and I do post on there the same time I post on my Instagram. So if you have Instagram and you prefer Instagram, you could follow me on Instagram. I am there at It's a Wonderful Plan. If you prefer Facebook, I have a Facebook page, and that is the same. It's a Wonderful Plan, so you can look for me there if you prefer Facebook. I also have set up Pinterest, but I haven't not done anything with that. So it's there, but it's just there. I haven't done anything with it. So, and then I have some extra project pages in here. So that's how these project pages look. These are extra paper that came out, I'm not sure if it's like 1 or 2 years ago, but I love these pages. And I love the colors on them. Now this one is a don't forget that I had set up, and I had set something up for recording and for editing, and then when I posted on YouTube. And these pages, I don't really refer back to them so much anymore, but I love them so much. So they're just going to stay in here because I love the way that I made them. And these 3 here, I did like a 3-tier. So I thought that that was really cute, and I love them. I love the stickers I used for them. So those are just gonna live in there no matter what. And then this last dashboard I have here is an important one, and this one is again from the Miss Maker collection. And then in this one I have keywords, because when I first started using Instagram, I really wasn't sure like what hashtags to use. So I just kind of went to other people's posts and their pages, and I just looked to see what hashtags they were using, and then I just kind of made myself a list of different hashtags. And this really was very useful for me in the beginning when I was first on Instagram. So just a little bit of a tip for you if you are just starting on Instagram and you are trying to figure out like what hashtags to use. That's a good way to try to come up with your own list. Now this page right here are YouTubers to follow, and honestly these are like tech YouTubers that I follow. I follow many YouTube channels and of course lots of other planner channels, and I like to support all of my fellow planner YouTubers. And I just didn't really put anything on this because I just go to my YouTube, I click on my subscriptions, and then that's how I go ahead and look for who I want to watch. But I do have some other sheets in here that were like tips on how to use iMovie. I use iMovie to edit. Then I have some like script tips on here from when I did like one of my first videos, and just some other channel information that I need, and if I need to refer back to, I know that it's right in here. And at the very end here, this very last tab, I have a goal digger. And this one, I have this goals sheet that I made. I never really wrote anything in here. It's kind of funny. I think I used more of my project pages to like write down certain goals and things that I want to work on. But it's a pretty page that I created, and I'm not going to be getting rid of that. And then I also have this analytics page that I created, and it's really a whole section in here that I had put together. I didn't really I don't know. I don't really like the way it turned out. It really wasn't my style. I think I just like threw it together and I don't know, it's a little too chaotic for me. But I just keep it in there because it's one of the first paid things that I created for my planner. And then this last one right here, I have this folder that I had made. And of course it's purple, so I just decided to keep it in my planner. And then that's just like the back cover here. So that is everything in my social media planner that I am currently using. And now I just want to do a flip through of how I've actually used this planner and, you know, how I have it set up. Now this particular planner is the Paint Splash. This is a dashboard layout. So of course it has a monthly at a glance page here, and then this is the dashboard layout that is in here. If you're not familiar with the dashboard layout, on this side it has the days of the week, starting of course with Monday and ending with Sunday, and they're all the same size, but of course there's an extra box, and this extra box does have like the days of the week, like just the first letters of them. You can pretty much, you know, do whatever you want in that box. A lot of people create like a habit tracker in here for the week for themselves. And then this side is the why this is called the dashboard layout, because this is like your dashboard here. So it does have these 5 sections here, and I know that there is another dashboard layout out there where I think that this is like one big section, but honestly, I really like the way that this is done. I like these smaller sections, and I like that like this is shaded, and then here you've got lines, and it's got the little check boxes for you, and then these two are blank. Then we've got some line grid down here. So I really do like this setup a lot. This is a very, very functional planner for me. I don't use many stickers at all in here. I just really keep it very, very functional, and I like the idea of the additional color in here. If this was all like a neutral layout, then I would probably be kind of bored with opening this up every day. So because it is colorful, it brings some cheer. I really, really do like that about this planner. So this page right here opposite the tab for the month has been known to be called the currently page. Now this particular one does not have any of those currently prompts on here in this planner. This is more like a brain dump for me. I'll write different notes in there. That way it's like I know where they're at because they're just right at the beginning of the month. Now you're going to see how the planning in this planner has progressed for me. I really wasn't quite sure how I wanted to use this particular planner. So it's very, very functional. Just a lot of things written in here. Now here I am using some colorful pens, but then here I go back to just like a black pen. And again, I'm really not quite sure like how I want to like use this layout. Just trying to get a feel for it. And it's very, very functional in here. And then I do have some of these half sheets thrown in here because I love these half sheets. They're just great because they only take up half of the page, and then you can see things underneath. So that's why I really like those. All right, so now going into February, I do kind of start to feel like my planning groove in this. So here I really start incorporating colored pens. I love my colored pens. I have these Pilot pens that I actually got lucky. I picked these up like at a Staples clearance one day. I was in there with my husband and he found them for me. He's like, hey, what about these? You think you'd like these? I was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, you should get them. And I'm so glad that I did because I absolutely love them. And it's what I use in this planner all of the time. So now here I have set up like my Saturday videos, and I really started to like plan ahead of what videos I was going to be putting out for that week. I put a video out every Saturday evening and an occasional one during the week. It's usually on Wednesday. And I usually just jot those down in pencil because things can happen and you need to switch things around. But Now going into the week layout, I really found what I like, and I was so happy with this setup. I'm still really happy with it. I've revised it a little bit, but what I did here was I sectioned these out. I just used stickers, and I love this Rainbow Mega sticker book. It is awesome. So I use stickers from this book exclusively for my social media planner. And I just grab the little boxes, and then I write in the categories. So in here, I like to have my YouTube video checklist. Here is my Instagram, pictures that I have taken or I want to take. I go ahead and I list those there. Then I have a section here, videos to film and notes. And then down here is just kind of a free space. As I move along into the planner, things kind of change a little bit more. And then I did create on Instagram schedule, because I like to have my pictures laid out in a certain format. So therefore, when you go to my page, you will see the wall, and the pictures are kind of organized in a particular way, and I really like that. So I wasn't as consistent in posting every single day, so I just wanted to be sure that when I was posting, I was following the layout that I had come up with. And that has definitely changed a little bit over the past few months, just trying to kind of find what I liked the best. But you can see this is a very, very functional planner. And here I decided to add a few more stickers in here. And I decided to add in the sidebar some analytics and start keeping track of those. And I record it at the end of the month. I don't record it at the beginning. I don't know, because it's just the way that I have it set up. So, and then of course I have my YouTube videos on Saturday planned out. And then, of course, depending on the color scheme within the month, then the colors that I use, the pens and the stickers that I use will change to reflect and match that color scheme. And then here I am in April, and April was a big month. I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so that was really, really exciting. And I just kept with the same type of layout here. I did start incorporating, is it here? Yeah, I did start incorporating a Wednesday video, and then I just used that bottom portion to put my checklist down there for that. So it has been working out great. And then here again is another half sheet that I love to use when I'm doing something special for the week. It's just a great way to have that there, and then you can still see your actual week that's going on. And then I didn't talk about the little dot stickers, depending on whatever shape I have or decide to use for that month. And then that's where I write in the posts for my Instagram schedule. So that's why I have my schedule readily available there. That way I can refer to it. So if I skip posting on a certain day, then I can go back and see, okay, well, what's the next thing that I should post? And then I come over here and I look to see the pictures that I've taken for that week, and then I pick from that list, and then that way I post it according to my layout schedule and according to what pictures I've already taken. So I sort of already know what I need for each week, so I go ahead and I take those pictures accordingly, and then just check them off if I've used them. And then I write also the picture that I use, so that way there's I know exactly what I put there. And then again, just using that as a brain dump area. Now here for May, I did decide to write down a couple of important days, because I wanted to make sure that I just notated them on this calendar to be sure to not interfere with what's going on that day. So that way I can, plan ahead accordingly. And then of course the colors in here are different because the color for the month has changed. And then now for this particular week, I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm trying out by putting my Instagram schedule on a separate card So that way I can take this card and move it into the, weeks accordingly. But I had already filled this out, so it was just kind of like a trial that I came up with. And now here we are in June. Okay, so now this right here, this is actually something that I laminated. This is a group that came together of ladies that had applied for the Happy Planner Squad, and we just created this group and we've been chatting and it's been really nice. So this is an Instagram chat group that I am a part of, and met a lot of really awesome content creators on there. And then here we are in June, and of course this is not filled out yet because I'm still in June, so this is still a work in progress. So this month I changed a few things. I still have my same categories. Instead of having my Instagram layout here, I decided to put down Instagram stories here because I don't consistently post on my stories. So I thought that this would help me keep track of posting on my stories every day. I'm going to try to do that. And I also changed out my checklist. I no longer have my checklist here. I'm turning the page here because everything's on this week that I'm currently in. I actually created with a micro Happy Notes size paper this YouTube checklist, because this was just repetitious. This checklist, I just rewrote every single week in this box, and if I put out a second video, then I wrote it in here as well. So that, of course, is time consuming to do every single week. So I would set these up like a month or 2 months at a time. So what I decided to do was create this checklist. I laminated this and I created this in a few different colors. So let me come up here. And that is what I have in this folder here. I decided to do a few different colors because these are kind of colors that I usually have one of these in the month. And then that way I can grab whatever color like coordinates with that particular month. And then I have a checklist that I can refer to. I could use a wet erase and do that on here. I probably won't, to be honest, but it's nice to have the checklist just there, and then I can just do a mental checklist for myself as I put out a video. So that is something new that I am doing, and I've done it last week and I've been working on it this week as well, and that's sort of working out so far. This section is staying the same here with the Instagram, but this one changed. So now this is Instagram stories. And then this right here, I decided to create my Instagram schedule on one of these skinny mini filler pages. So I have the days of the week and when I want to schedule, and then the layout that I follow. And that way I can just move this from week to week as I go. So it has worked out so far for me. And now I have an additional section here, like I said, to write my stories in. So the rest of the month is already set up. And I am going to show you how I set this up by doing July. All right, so I am now in my storage planner, which was that Paint Splash, and I'm going to take July out. So I want to first decide what color scheme that I'm going to be going with. So these are all of my Pilot pens that I want to look through and see which two colors. I only do 2 colors. And then also I need to coordinate the stickers with them. And then I have my social media planner opened up to June, so that way I could actually refer to this and set it up, the same way. All right, so let's see what colors. I think I definitely want to do pink because I do like to match up whatever the checklist is here. And I could do purple, but I do a lot of purple. So I think maybe I'll do blue this time because that's gonna go in here. And I usually like to match that up, but I don't know. I think the pink and the blue, I don't think I've really done that combination, so I'm gonna go with that. And I wanna be sure that I have stickers that I'm gonna be able to use. So now here's pink. So I have like, this has like the little dots in here that I'll be using. And I use these little camera, or these little like film icons. And I've used a lot of the pink already, but I think I'll be able to get away with that. And I like to use it throughout like the whole month. So I want to be sure that I have enough of them. And I think I'll be good, because what I'll do is I will go ahead and cut these actually. I make them work. You will see what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, so I'm good with the pink, and then the blue, I think is on this side. So I got the blue there, and I should have enough boxes. Okay, so I think I'm good with that. All right, so let's see, let's set up the monthly here. I'm going to be using the blue for YouTube and the pink for Instagram. So I want to just write in here all of like my YouTube, because I do post, as I said, every Saturday evening. And I do actually have stickers that say YouTube on them, but I don't know, I like using my colored pens and just writing it out instead. So that's what I am going to continue to do. I just really like adding the colored pens, and I only use colored pens in this planner now, and it just really gives the planner some life, because it's very, very functional. So I have to have some color in here because I really want to be able to enjoy it. Now I'm gonna need 2 stickers here, one in the pink and then one in the blue. All right, so now I want to get rid of this today on these stickers because I don't need that part of them. So I'm just gonna use my metal ruler. I always like to use a metal ruler when I use my X-Acto knife, and I'm just gonna trim the sticker down. I'd like to trim it preferably in the book. It just seems a little bit easier for me to do that. This is such a big book to have like everything in here. So let's see. I'm gonna do this one here. So I don't really do much in here, and it's, you know, just a really kind of like a quick adding some colors in here, because again, this is a functional planner for me. So I don't really get too hung up on like how it actually is looking as far as like laying a bunch of stickers down. Oh, this one's kind of cute. Focused and fabulous. All right. So just gonna put this one. Right in there. And so let's just move on to the weeks, because there's a lot to set up. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of walk through this with you. I do a lot of whiting out on these pages because I get rid of all of these headings. So now I need to find some boxes here. Here we go. All right. So I want to make sure it's lined up. So even though this is like purely functional, I still want to make sure things are lined up, because that would really bother me if they're laying down crooked. So just making sure about that. Oh, I actually have less blue in here than I thought I had. Okay, All right, so I'm gonna use this one here. So I'm just gonna be changing up and using some different shapes just to make this work, but that is fine. It's really cute, I like that. Try to cover up like the headings that I whited out because then it just looks a little bit nicer. And then I need a blue one down here because that is a YouTube section if I end up needing it. So what I'll do is I'll take like boxed stickers and I will just cut them. And this one cut really, really crooked, so that's fun. And then I do like to add like something down here, just a little something, just to put it in there. It's really, oops. And I do like the regular box stickers that you would put in like your vertical planner, and they fit in there pretty nicely. Now this is gonna bother me. This is crazy crooked. Like I definitely straighten that out a little bit. I'm gonna have to cut another sticker, but I have to move this in front of me because I cut that last one so crooked. Oh my goodness. And I don't want to do the same thing. So this one, and then that way you could see how I did that. So I just cut down the bigger box, and I can actually probably make 3 out of that. And then I'm gonna take this long strip and use that. But first I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna be leaving the days of the week here, which is kind of nice because I never did that before. That was like one extra thing that I always had to like cover up. And then I'm gonna take this little strip here just to add and fill in. So that fit perfectly. Okay, so now I'm gonna fill in my headings. And that's Instagram, and this is notes. Those are going to be YouTube, and then this is IG stories. And I'm actually going to draw that in. To make it look a little bit nicer. And then I'm gonna pull out my blue pen and write a YouTube video here. And these are videos to film. And I'm gonna draw this in to fill that box. But I'm not gonna fill this in because I'm not sure what I'm gonna actually need that box for. I definitely put out the 1 video a week, so that's a for sure. So this will be left for whatever I need it. And then now I wanna put in I'm gonna be using the pink stickers here for my Instagram posts. So this book has like all of these little dots in here. So that's where I'm grabbing these from. And then I'll just go ahead and add these in. So now I need some little stickers with the filming icon. And that's this one right here. So that I'm gonna put right there. Then that way I have plenty of room to write. And then this one is going to be my YouTube post. And I write in whatever video I'm putting out that day. And then I do write in here the IG post. And then I also like to write the numbers that are being, like, for the layout. So since I've been pretty consistent with what I'm putting out here, I do 6 posts a week, 1 on each day. And then I will be popping this into my social media planner. That is it. I am already set up for July. That's everything that I do. Obviously, I have to do the rest of the month with these stickers, but this is the initial setup. And yeah, it's very super functional and I love it. So I hope that you like this video, and obviously not all of you have a social media planner like specifically designated for your social media, but this just really helps me, and I love having a separate planner specific to my social media needs, and it just really keeps me very organized, and it's worked out pretty well so far. So I'm really happy with this setup, and I will definitely be using this, of course, for the remainder of the year, and then we'll see what I do for 2021. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you want to be sure not to miss any of my videos, just hit the bell after you subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be sure not to miss anything. Remember also, I am on Instagram, so be sure to head on over to Instagram at It's a Wonderful Plan and follow me there. You will see things there that you do not always see here on my YouTube. And if Instagram is just not your thing and you prefer Facebook, I also have a page on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook at It's a Wonderful Plan. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, drop a comment below. Any and all of those things really do help my channel out, and I really do appreciate that. All right, till next time, have a wonderful week. Bye.